What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Briggzzy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all tune into my episode.
Got a couple bills in my pocket. In the club and you see bottles popping. With the gang and you know how we rockin'. Got no time for the birds, they stay flocking. We riding, we rolling, it's popping, you know it. Pulling up real deep like the mob.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rhythm and Flow podcast. I'm your host, DJ Inferno, and today we do have another very special episode for you guys. We got our guy Briggzzy in the building. Briggzzy, how you doing, man?
What's going on, bro? You know, I'm feeling good.
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate you for having us here at the studio.
Yeah.
I know we've been trying to get this in for a little while, so it's dope to finally sit down and get this conversation going, man.
You know, it's all about timing, perfect timing. So
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, so to kick this off, pretty much the way we structure it, tell the people who you are, where you're from, you know, how you got into music, how long you've been doing it, and, you know, talk, if you want to, talk a little bit about that origin story of how you got into music, and you can get as detailed or less detailed as you want.
That was a lot in one. Thing, but I would try to answer.
Who you are, where you're from, and how you got into music.
Got you. All right, so my name is Briggzzy. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I got into music because my mom sing in the choir, and so like when we would go to church on Sundays, like I learned all like my harmonizing stuff from her, and then like I got into rapping, like seeing like my uncle, but like really like I seen Lil Wayne on the BET Awards one year, and I was like, man, I want to do that. So like that's kind of how I got into rapping, but music's always kind of been, you know, in my family. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah, so I mean, talk about that progression though. So like when you were a little kid, you said your mom was doing choir. So like, were you in the choir, or you just were around it, like seeing your mom go to practices and things like that?
Around it, I was in it. Yeah, I was around it and I was in it. And then like, cause I started rapping when I was about in fourth grade. Maybe third grade, actually, because there's this one year I took a trip. I was like in second grade, and I took a trip to Arizona. That's where one of my uncles stay, and I like seen his rap book, and he was like showing me his raps and stuff. And so when I came back home, that's when I was like, man, I want to start rapping. And so like I've been rapping all my life. Like I was doing shows as a kid and shit like that, like in church, and like I was in this program called SCI. I would do shows there and stuff like that. And so like I started at a pretty young age, and then when I got into high school, I stopped rapping because I wanted to focus on sports. But then, like, when senior year came around, like, I started getting back into it. And then I said I want to take it serious. And so, like I said, my uncles do music because I got two of them, and they're, like, in a band called Prime Society. And I wanted to shadow them, like, really learn and, like, know the ins and out a little bit, like at least how to drop music and like what I should do, like the first steps. And so like I moved down there for like a year, and then COVID hit. So like I was staying with my grandparents at the time, and so I was like, man, if I'm gonna be trapped anywhere, I'm gonna be trapped in my own house. So I just came back home, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just try to get it over here with because down there I didn't really have nobody, like none of the homies and nothing like that. And like all the homies I did try to start it with, like they were like, it's hard to do anything when you down there, and you know. So like I came back home and like started trying to get it with my homies and stuff like that. And so
I feel like during COVID, a lot of people, you know, they definitely started doing something different, or they came out what they were doing, like, more dialed in, you know, like the people that were musicians prior to COVID, you know, we were all sitting at home, so they had more time to just sit in the crib and do more stuff. And, you know, had some other situations of people, they probably, like, lost a job, started doing something different, and, like, they just came out of COVID in a whole new career path or, like, some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
So COVID was definitely an interesting time.
I feel like certain people, like, they took advantage of, like, because all you doing is at home just chilling, so, like, all you got is time, so, like, yeah, I feel like certain people took advantage of COVID and like really like blew up off of, you know, just building something during that time. I feel like for me it was just the bread, bro. Like I ain't had the money to go to the studio. I ain't had the money to pay for no beats. So like there's only one song I did during COVID, and like it was a good ass song too. Like everybody around the city, like they fucked with it type shit. It was called Shake Some. And we shot this video up to it, and like we had like basically like the whole block out type shit, like everybody there type shit. And I wanted to just keep going off of that momentum, but like stuff happened like with the cause the person I did the song with like we were supposed to do it together type shit, but then she had some stuff going on, and so like it kind of slowed it down. And on top of that, I ain't have the money either, so I'm like, dang, like she going through that, I ain't got no money, so like I'm still trying to push like, cause I got one more song out, but I got that Shake Some song out too, so I'm like, dang, I'm living off these 2 songs right now. I'm like, I gotta make something shake, like I gotta get some bread type shit, but like, yeah, money was tight back then.
Yeah, and I feel like it's great that you bring that up because that's like a conversation that a lot of artists don't really want to have. But I mean, I've been in the game. I manage an artist. Got to have money to be an artist, man. Like if you really want to make something, you got to have money and spend the money, because it's like you're making these songs. Well, the world's got to see. You got to market it. You got to have good videos, like good visuals. Like you already know, good photographs. Like if you ain't got none of that, people aren't gonna fuck with you, or you're not gonna get any motion.
I feel like it depends how you come in. Certain people they see like if you come in hot, or like if your support system like around you is like kind of hot and like people like supporting you off rip, then like you don't really see that. But for people like, cause when I came in, like, man, I ain't get like mad streams or nothing like that, you know, like my streams was low, and so like, bro, you got to get that money to like put into advertisement and like into like content to like even like get people like noticing your songs and stuff like that. Like, cause if you're like, I feel like I know a lot of people. Like, I'll say this, like, I get a lot of views. Like when I post a song, I get more views on the post than I do on the actual song type shit. So like, you know, you really got to do a lot to get people into your music for real. So like, yeah, I feel like if you don't have a big support system, or sometimes even if you do, like if you just like really learning shit, then like you really want to get to that point, like I think you gonna like, you know, I think you gonna like really put into the money and shit like that.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, it's exactly correct. It's easy to get a lot of people to like, comment, share your Instagram posts, but like they really gotta fuck with it or fuck with you as an artist to go from Instagram to then going to the actual song on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, because like people's attention spans are short. Like they're not gonna, you know, scroll out of Instagram, go in, you know. So it's like you really gotta make it. They'll be like, oh damn, this song's dope. Like he only did 30 seconds on the Instagram. I want to hear the whole thing. Let me go check out the video or the Spotify or the Apple Music, you know?
Yeah.
But I want to take it a step back. So you were kind of talking about like you started rapping in high school and stuff like that.
Right.
Talked about, you know, taking it serious around COVID. When you were like rapping in high school and stuff, like was that just like with friends, or like you were already recording, doing GarageBand? Like what was that process like during that time, like when you first started, you know, doing music and stuff?
My mom, when I told my mom I wanted to do music, because like I said, I started rapping in elementary. So like when I started rapping in elementary, like she got me an iPad and got me on, like she wanted me to learn all the shit. Like she wanted me to learn how to make beats, do like she was with me at a lot of stuff. Like if this is what I want to do, you know, like you gotta do it. Yeah, do it to the best of your ability type shit. And so, yeah, I wrote all my shit, but like I feel like, I mean, obviously I was a kid, so like I felt like it was good to me at that time where I was at that stage. But if I listen to that shit now, like I got old CDs of my shit. I just listened to that shit the other day. I was like, man, this shit ass, but they was fucking with it back then type shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I did like always fuck with the aspect, like I said, Lil Wayne, my inspiration type shit. Like, and I like how he started Young Money and putting on like Drake, Nicki, Tyga, all them niggas. Like I fuck with that part too. So like when I did try to come up, like even as a kid, like I started this group called like Kids Money type shit, like off of Young Money. So I was like, man, let me just, because a lot of my homies did back then, like, I rap, so they was like, man, I want to try to rap too. So I was like, man, let's just start a collective like Kids Money and do it like that. And then, like, obviously that ain't last, but, like, I think, like, it stuck with me, like, the whole, like, if you got talent, like, I like people that work and, like, got good talent. Like, I want to try to, like, showcase that. Like, I was telling, like, my manager the other day, Fly, I was telling her, like, every time, like, I get some type of, like recognition, like, or like light shine on me, like I want to like shine it on like the whole crew, not just me, like everybody, like, cause it ain't just like a one man thing. Like a lot of people like help what we doing, you know, like I was telling you earlier, like we got the writers up in there, we got like the producers up in there, people that make the videos, engineers and shit like that. Like it ain't like just a one man team, like it's just you know, whole production over here, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with everything.
Yeah. No, that's fire, bro. I mean, I think what you just said kind of speaks about your character, because a lot of these artists, they just want to be the center of attention, but you understand that you have a team and, you know, people are putting in work to support you, and it's awesome that you want to, like, bring them, you know, to the top with you, because they're pretty much helping you, you know, become a better artist too, so that's
shit.
really dope.
I feel like you gotta, like, I feel like I've been on both ends of, like how I got my manager, like, I've been manager to people before, so, like, seeing how, you know, like, every artist got an ego type shit. So, like, seeing, like, how they would act and, like, how they would do me, like, and I feel like, sometimes I feel like there's certain artists I feel like they appreciate what they got type shit. And, like, they'll, like, tell me that type shit. And then, like, I feel like there's some artists that just kind of, like, take it for granted and just, like, nigga, like, you know, so, like, I always look at that, and, like, I never try to, like, when I work with my manager, like, I try to be as reasonable as I can, because it's, like, you know, like, I don't never want to, like, disrespect or make it seem like I'm not appreciative for what she does, like, because she do a lot for me type shit, as, like, I done for them, but, like, you know, I feel like artists got to get to that point where they, like, you know, appreciative, like, every artist has that moment, so.
I mean, I feel like that's how you build a really strong team too, you know. People, like, everyone that's working with you, they're not going to stick around if you're coming in being an asshole or not being appreciative. Like, that's really how you keep that community, keep that team with that mindset, you know. So talk about your first ever performance, like, ever. Was it in high school, middle school, or not till after high school? Do you remember when that was?
You mean like
you touching the stage first time ever? What was that like?
Like, I guess I do it. I guess I do it with the music out type shit. So, like, the first show I ever done, because I was in Arizona with my uncles and shit. So the first show I ever done is my uncles, they were opening up for Lil TJ in Arizona, and so my uncle was like you wanna, you know, perform type shit, because I just dropped my song too. So I was like, I just dropped the song and I'm about to, you know, open up for Lil TJ. I'm like, hell yeah, like, you know, but around that time, like, I'm, like, doing open mics and shit, but, like, I'm stuttering a lot on the lyrics, so I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get on stage and, like, stumble over no words, because if I fuck up, it's, like, raps type shit. So, I was, like, when I got on stage, like, I ain't do no talking, just try to remember all the words type shit. And, like, when I got off stage, I forgot to, like, shout out my Instagram, all that shit, but, like, my uncles, like, they helped me out and they shouted me out and shit. And then, like, they were selling merch, so even after the show, like, people was coming up to me and, like, showing love and, like, telling me how great I did and, like, getting follows and all that shit. And, like, since then, I'm like, man, this is what I want to do. And I, like, man, it just gave me more hunger, and I'm like, man, I want to have this moment, like, what Lil TJ got type shit, so I want to get to this point. So, like, ever since then, like, I've been trying to put in that work, you feel me? And that was, like, before COVID.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was literally, like, it was February, and then COVID hit that next month. So, like, like, imagine how, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm, like, ready to go, and then everything just shut down type shit. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah, was it like a pretty big venue, big crowd too, or was it like...
This was, like, when TJ was, like, he was just, like, kind of popping type shit. So it was, like...
a good crowd.
Yeah, it was a good crowd. It was, like, around the era of, like, TJ, the baby, like, right, when all of them were kind of at their height.
No, that's cool. So what about, like, here in Portland? Like, you've done a couple performances. I think I seen you had, like, a couple of your own headlining shows more recently too, right?
Yeah.
How'd those go?
Those are good. Well, they're learning experiences. Not some were better than others. I ain't gonna act like they were all like bad, like, cause, you know, it's a grind. You know, like, when you at your early stages, I feel like since you ain't, like, no, like, heavyweight name yet, like, it could be kind of hard to, like, get people to the show. Like, you really gotta push type shit. So, like, really, like, trying to, like, understand, like, where the promoters be coming from when they be pushing and shit like that. And I'm like, dang, like, all them times, like, when you do open up for people and they be like, yeah, make sure you bring, like, 20 people to the show, and you don't bring that 20 people, like, you just hoping they bring out whoever they bring out. Like, I understand that, because, like, when I have artists on my show and I tell them, like, hey, bro, let's try to pad this out, and we only see like 20 people. Obviously, they ain't do their shot type shit. Yeah. So like, it's a grind, but as far as my performance type shit, cause I be trying to make sure my shit experience, like, cause you see, I be having the band with me, and like, I take a lot of inspiration like from Roddy, cause Roddy like he performed with a band, and I just like the live band sound. Like I feel like you get more energy like when you're on stage, like other than like, you know, rapping with a DJ. Like it's cool, but like with a band, like it's just like a whole different aura type shit, you know. So yeah, they be cool. But I think people fuck with the live band experience. I feel like when you come to a show, you get to really experience Briggzzy music for the first. Like I feel like that's the best way. One of the best ways. I ain't gonna say that's the best way. That's one of the best ways to experience Briggzzy music, because like you get to hear me like on the mic, no backtracking. Like, you know, you get to hear every deep breath, every stumble. Like that's raw Briggzzy, and like you get to see like what I'm trying to do, because like you said, we putting this shit together, and like I like to build community around me. Like obviously you could tell like with just bringing artists around me in the studio, or like putting on a show for artists and shit like that. Like I like to build community, so that's kind of where I'm at with everything. But yeah, the shows they be great. I know I'm just rambling, bro.
Nah, that's fire. I mean, it's crazy too, because I feel like I'm semi-tapped into like the music scene. Obviously, I do this podcast and we do our events, so like we know local artists, Portland, Salem, even a couple down in Eugene. So I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of it. But like, to be honest, I feel like you're the only one, at least that I've seen, that does like the live band. Like every other rapper mainly just does like the DJ stuff, and it's cool. I mean, there's some good performers, but I like what you said, that the live band brings out a different experience, because it really does, man. Like it's a whole production. Like it's really cool.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like I be having like homies around me sometimes. They be like, man, like why you be doing, like, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, like it's like it is like hella expensive to do a band, but like if you believe in yourself and you believe in what you got going on, man, you gonna spend that money. You know, you gonna make sure, like, cause I'm trying to make sure like I could touch everybody, like, cause we trying to go up off of this shit, you know. So I'm trying to make sure I touch everybody best way possible type shit, you know. And so like certain people around me, they don't understand the vision, but like, you know, you come a few more times and it's like, man, bro, like, I really see what you doing type shit. I fuck what you doing. So, like, at first, people don't really see it, but, like, after a while, they start to see it.
Yeah. I feel like out here, too, you kind of got to, if you really think about it, like, strategy, demographics, like, Portland, hip-hop's not really, like, that listened to, right?
Right.
They listen to more, like, rock, indie, live music, the live band. So if you're implementing that live music to your hip-hop sets, you're going to get a bigger demographic, because people are like, oh, I don't really listen to hip-hop, but I like seeing live bands. So, like, you're just opening yourself up more, which is going to benefit you in the long run.
Nah, yeah. Eventually, I want to do, like, a live session, like, album, you know, like, with all my songs I drop eventually, because like even when I do like the live shit, like people be like, "Well, you need to drop these like on Apple or some shit." I'm like, you know, that's a good idea, but that does cost a lot of money, so you're gonna have to wait on that type shit.
Yeah. So what about, as far as, I think you were about to say earlier, but like opening, like who have you opened up for, like bigger artist wise?
Baby Tron, Kaylin for real, Autumn. Trying to think who else we opened up for. So, I said Kaylin for Baby Tron, Autumn, Bravo the Bag Chaser.
Oh, fine.
I think DB by the Bag. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Because those shows, like, I was trying to get, like, the reason why I got that show, in Arizona, like the Kaylin for real, because my uncle got a plug down there, so he helped me out with that. And like I was supposed to open up for Stunner for Vegas at one point, but the show got canceled, so like I can't even add that on my resume. But those are the artists I opened up for so far. But I don't plan on doing no more opens.
Okay.
Well,
maybe.
Maybe I ain't gonna say it.
So like, obviously, there's a difference, right? You're opening up versus, like, you know, when you do your own headlining show here in Portland. But, like, is there differences between the two? Like, being an opener on a bigger name artist's show versus, like, doing your own show? Like, is there differences or is there not?
I think there's a difference. Like, I think, like right now where I'm at, they look at it like when I do have other openers open up for me and they do have their people come out, I feel like they look at it more like as a local show. Like, and I've done plenty of those. It's like local shows, they come out for the person that they're there for and then they leave type shit. Mm-hmm. So like at my shows, what we try to push is like stay for everybody. Cause like, man, we ain't putting on no bullshit. Like everybody, like from the openers to me, like everybody's fire. So like stay the whole show. That's what we try to push. But like, yeah, in the beginning, like some shows, like, yeah, they treat my shit like a local show, and like I be having no crowd. But like when you open up for somebody, everybody damn near getting like TJ. Mm-hmm. Everybody damn near got the same crowd as TJ. So like, you know, everybody getting the same like exposure, but they all just there for TJ type shit. So it's a difference. And it's a grind too. Like I would say, like if you do want to throw your own show, like don't be afraid to throw your own show because like you're afraid of what the crowd might look like. Like you just got to keep going for it because like you never know what could happen. Like it could be a big success, or like you can learn some things and then maybe like your first show doesn't go good, but you like learn a few things to make the next show better. So like I would say like, yeah, if you're trying to throw your own show, you should do it type shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel in my experience too, I mean, I've done that. I've been invited to like a homie's performance. Yeah. And like there's a headliner, but I just go watch him and then I dip because like I'm only there for him. You know, we all. But I like how you say that because like that's what we try to do too because we put on our own local showcase and it's like the idea of staying for the whole thing because every person on this lineup is dope and you're gonna get an experience and it's enjoyable. Yeah. But I just feel like that stigma is just due to a lot of reasons, you know, people putting on bullshit shows and like artists not taking it serious. So like there's certain factors that people have that perception of like, oh yeah, local showcase is whack, or I'm only going for the person I like, or
there's like this guy that I fuck with, Scooter Rogers. Like I had this listening party one time and I forgot how we got into the conversation, but he was just like telling me like before like when people ask him to do a show or whatever, like the number one thing like he looks at is like, or he asks the person is like who's on the show, and like once they tell him who's on the show, like he goes through like all their Instagram and see like who's really taking music serious, and that's how like he determines what shows he's on. Cause like say if you like on a show with like 10 artists that say they want to do music but they not posting no music on their page, like their page doesn't really reflect that they want to be an artist, they don't push like the shows, like then yeah, you kind of know what show it's going to be type shit. So like, when he gave me that advice, I was like, that was some of the best advice he could have ever gave me. Cause since then, like that's what type of time I'll be on. Like even when I throw my own shows, like I'll be trying to look, or like even when artists would say like, oh, I'll pay you to get on the show. Like, no, don't pay me. I ain't bringing out, you gonna pay me and lose your money type shit. Cause like I ain't bringing out thousands of people or even 100 people. You know, like the closest I got to 100 was 80 people. So it's like, bro, like, take that money and, you know, throw your own shit, or like, you know, like just keep grinding. Like if people don't see it right now, eventually they will see it. Like, you know, like don't like spend your money trying to get on somebody else's shit. Like just build your own shit. So like, yeah, that was some of the best advice he could have gave me type shit, and I just ran with it since then.
Yeah, no, that's fire advice right there. So performing is obviously a big part of being an artist, being a rapper, but also like the behind the scenes, you know, the studio, making the songs and stuff like that. So speak on like how you go about that. Like, you know, we're here at the studio. What's the studio called again?
The Bunker.
The Bunker. So we're here. Talk about like how your studio sessions go down. Is this the main place you're recording at? Just talk about that.
Yeah, it's the main place we're recording at right now. How they used to go, like I used to rap on YouTube beats, so like how it used to go, I just come in, it would just be me and Nick in there. My bad, I'm stumbling on my words and shit, but it used to be me and Nick in there. I come with the song already written, just give them the beat, come in here, record, and then song be over type shit. But now like, cause I'm like, I really want to like get into I feel like I got an ear for like what I want, and like, you know, so I'm like, man, I want to like work on the beats and shit. So I'm like, let me like get a few people in here like that know how to make the beats, but I could just tell them what I want type shit at the same time, and like, you know, kind of construct it a little bit. And so like how we usually do it, like write beat, make not write beats, make beats, and then like I said, I have like a few writers in there. Like I got my guy Maurice in there right now, and I got my guy RJ B in there, and they'll help me like write a chorus or like even get a melody down. Like let's just get something down on this beat. So like we got an idea for the song. We'll also come up with the topic in there. So like we'll come up with the whole idea for the song. And if we don't come up with the whole song that night, like whatever we have, I'll take it home, finish it out, come back. Cause we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll come back, finish it out, and like that's how the songs be going over here type shit. Now I like that. I like that a lot more now because like I got help and like, you know, I can ask them for help if I'm stuck on something.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I ain't got no like straight ghostwriters. They ain't never wrote me no full song type shit. Like they wrote me choruses and like we collab type shit.
Yeah,
but,
like y'all are bouncing ideas.
Yeah,
and, like,
type
you know,
shit.
giving you some pointers or whatnot. No, that's cool. How long would you say like it took you to get to this point though, like of actually having like a team of some people helping you write, getting the beat makers, like from when you just used to come in and like do YouTube beats? Like how long did that take to get from the beginning to where you're at now?
We started at about last April. So how many months is that? Like, and we don't count April, so May.
Like 7?
Yeah, so it took me around like 7, and the team is still growing. Like, and then even the people that don't be in the studio, because I got my own artists, like, because I'm trying to start my own label. It's called like Timeless Makers Entertainment, and I got my artist Nodix Jalen on there. He don't be in here every day, but like he part of the team too. Like, you know, so it's still building. I do need more spots, like, because I really want to grow. Like this year, you know, I really want to like we putting all this work into these songs, so why not try to blow them up and why not try to like do as much as we can for what we've been making. So yeah, I think it took a little well, actually, let's go back to your question, because you said how long did it take. So like from the time I started to now, yeah, it took a little. It took a little minute because everybody in this room didn't start with me, you know.
Yeah,
so like,
absolutely.
So like, I feel like, yeah, I had to revisit that question because I'm like, this ain't like the original people I started with. Like, I feel like I had to like destroy and rebuild my team like a few different times, you know, and that's fine. Like, you know, like it's okay to like do that. Cause like sometimes like people might not be on the same type of time you on, and you know if you try to like stick it through with niggas, like it could drown you. Like I had homies at one point, like, you know, like I feel like they believed in me, and they like I feel like they believed in me. I don't want to say they didn't, but like they just didn't do a good, like, you know, if we like all saying like this is what we trying to do, we trying to go up off of it, like let's all put the same work into it, you know. Let's not like piggyback off of somebody else's work and like let's see like what they do and let's see if they can, like, you know, like nah bro, like right now, like how many people, like it's like 5 people in that room right now. Like I've always had like at least 5 niggas with me. So like my way of thinking is like if there's 5 of us, right? Bro, 5 people should be able to bring out 10 people each time, or at least get 10 people to listen to the songs, and that's 50 people, bro. Like, you know, like we keep growing like that. And like I feel like people don't like they want the overnight success. Like they don't want the they don't want the grind, and like I feel like that's what I kept running into with like certain people. But like the people I got now, like they understand, like, you know, it's gonna take a little minute, and like we gonna have to put in that work for like the goals we want, because like I do got pretty big goals this year type shit. So I'm like telling them like this is what I want to do, and they like, if you want to do this, like we got to do XYZ. I'm like, I'm with it, bro. Like I'm trying to quit my job this year type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, and I mean it takes time. Like you said, 7 months, but like you were obviously been doing music way longer than that.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier, but we did a podcast with John Hart.
Yeah.
And he told us, he said, they say it takes 10 years to make an overnight success. You know, meaning like people think, oh, this rapper, this artist, they blew up out of nowhere. But in reality, they had been making music and grinding for 10 years, but they just see like that one song that blows up or something. But it really was, you know, years and years of work and production and stuff like that.
Probably. Like, you see Kendrick just dropped that album?
Yeah.
And he put all them niggas on there. Probably half them niggas you didn't know of until that album type shit. So
And they all been like, because I'm pretty tapped in with the LA scene music, and they've all been making music for a while, but obviously that helped them get to that next level.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he didn't just put them on the album because they weren't working hard. They all had been working hard and stuff too.
Right.
So it was like, it went hand in hand with one another, I feel like.
Nah, yeah, like, yeah, I was watching a video today, like, on Hit a J3 and like you know what he's been doing like over there, because I was like, I didn't know him until the album, but like apparently like, you know, he been over there, so like they know him and they respect him over there, so I'm like, okay, like, yeah, it take people like to finally like see like what you got and your worth and all that shit, but when it come, like, you know, it'll come type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I want to talk about, you just recently dropped a project, right? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah, it's
3 days ago?
It's called Dia.
Okay, yeah, I was listening to it here on the way here. Fire.
Favorite song?
The last one, Perfection.
Patience.
Sorry.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's everybody's favorite right now. Type shit.
I like that one though. What's the one you posted a video to it? It's like the second one, or you posted a video and it's like you and the camera's like here.
With all the homies?
Yeah. What's
that's
song?
called My Dogs.
Yeah, that's on the Dia, right?
Dia,
I like that one too. Like, I like the flow and stuff. But talk about that project. Like, had it been in the works or something quick, or just speak on it.
So like what we originally were trying to do, we were trying to drop a whole project, and so I was talking to my guy Jay Cortez in there one day, and I was like, what you think? I think I was asking what you think we should name the project, because around that time we were just like trying to figure out the name for the project. But then he was like, what are we dropping the project for? Like he was like, not trying to disrespect or anything, but like, you know, really got like a fan base. So like, you know, where is it gonna go? Like, who are you dropping it for? Like, I feel like your goal is like you're trying to build a fan base. So he's like, I think you should separate these songs and drop them in the EPs. That way, like, you can get the most out of each song, because he's like, all these songs are fire, bro, but like right now if we drop them all at once, like, it might not get the recognition you want type shit. So he was like, maybe you should, like, you know, separate them and drop them in the EP. So like I took that, and I was like, he brought up Doechii too, and Doechii was like, because I was seeing like how Doechii did her shit, her mixtape, and I was inspired by her a little bit too. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's separate these and like drop them in the EPs, and like, you know, let's see like what their favorite song is, because I thought everybody's favorite song was gonna be My Dogs, but like you know, you just told me Patience, and everybody been telling me like the last song is their favorite song type shit. So like you never know what people would like. So like, you know, just kind of like just letting them decide. That's kind of the best way to do music for real. So like, yeah, we've been doing this like since April. And so, like, we finally just got to a point, like, where we figure out where we're trying to go, what we're trying to do. I feel like the goals are, like, the concept and the goal has been the same, but it's just, like, we're approaching it differently. Like, instead of project, we're doing EPs type shit.
No, that's fire. So, speak on that more. So, you're saying you have, like, a whole plan of, like, the project. So, what's next? Like, what's coming up next as far as, like, releases or not just music, but, like, music videos or whatever?
Yeah. We don't got no music videos planned yet. But I do got a show February 15th.
Okay.
I forgot the location, so like if you try to find the location, you're gonna have to find it on my Instagram type shit. We dropping another EP at the end of March. Don't have the name for that, so if you want the name for that, gotta follow me on Instagram type shit. Yeah, we really just gearing up for these EPs for real. So yeah, really just gearing up for these EPs, and I don't know if I'm gonna do any more shows yet, because I'm like, I really want to push my music, and like, I love the shows, but the shows like cost a lot of money right now, so I'd rather put my money into the music. And like, once I feel like I gotta, like, because the goal for us this year is we trying to build a loyal fan base, and so like, once we feel like we got that, the shows will be back on type shit. And not to say that I won't do a show, but I'm not throwing my own for a while type shit, you know. So yeah, man, the goal is to build a loyal fan base and, you know, try to go up from there type shit.
Yeah, no, that's fire. I mean, at the end of the day, with the performances, if you want them to be successful, you have to have a loyal fan base. You have to have loyal supporters that are going to be willing to go to your, not only go to your show, but buy a ticket.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, like, it's easy. I mean, it's easier. It's not easy. It's still hard, but it's easier to get people to go to your show for free. But then you put a $10, $15 price tag on it. That's when
it's the most expensive.
Yeah, it gets a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but if you got those loyal fans or loyal supporters that are really like fucking with you, fucking with your music, and like what you're doing, what you're building, it gets much easier. You know?
Yeah, facts.
One thing I wanted to touch on, because what we like to get out of this podcast is not just get to know people, but I'll actually like make it somewhat like educational, like for our viewers, and like, you know, we're interviewing people that are doing stuff like you're making a name for yourself here. You've done, you know, certain things, you have certain achievements. I want you to speak about like the process of throwing your own show. Like, obviously you don't have to talk numbers and stuff. I mean, if you want to, you can, but like, you know, if a rapper, local rapper here in Portland, they're trying to put on a show, but they don't know where to start, like, you want to give them advice of like how to, you know, maybe get in contact with venues, or like who to reach out for, what to look for. Like, you have any advice for that?
I'm a pull up on site type of nigga. So if they not responding to the emails, I would say going like whatever venue you trying to do, you know, go check it out and like talk to the people that work there. Like, hey, who's the booking agent here? Like, how can I get in contact with them? And like 9 times out of 10, they'll either hook you up and like give you the email and let the booking agent know that you came in contact, or they'll just send you back type shit. And you just gotta keep shooting your email to them, and they'll eventually get back to you. But when they do get back to you, you want me to go down like the steps type shit?
I mean, yeah, talk about it. Yeah.
So when they do get back to you, they'll give you a date and all that shit. You figure out what's the best thing for you. The 3 things that they'll ask, I ain't gonna say the 3 things. I'm gonna just say the things that they will ask is like, who else are you having on the bill? How much are you charging at the door? And for me, since I have a band, they ask me like, what's your like how do you want like your instruments like set up around you type shit. That's what they'll ask me. That's what they'll ask you if you have a band type shit. But they'll ask you those 2 number 1 questions right there. So always make sure you have the people who you want on the show ready, and make sure you have your price together type shit. And make sure you have your flyer like made too type shit. But they'll give you a little time for that, like, cause they will ask for the flyer. But like, make sure you don't take too long to give them the flyer. Make sure you like give them the flyer like a month in advance, with them booking. Then when you got the show, you know, make sure you posting about it, you running ads on it. You know, if you really want to take it back, like, I seen Lambo Lawson, like, you know that. I seen that interview type shit. He went around like, you know, street promotion, type shit. So fine. Like, if you really wanna like try to get people out, that's a good way to do it too. You know, whoever you got on the show, like try to get people to understand the vision and what y'all trying to achieve. Like, you know, like, not everybody trying to no one's trying to perform for an empty crowd. So like, try to get the people you got on the show to understand that. So like, everybody knows what the goal is, and everybody tries to bring somebody out. Like, you know, like, cause the goal at the end of the day is like, we trying to get exposure. Y'all can't get exposure if I ain't got nobody at the shows type shit. And I think I gave the best breakdown type shit.
Yeah, no, that's good, bro. Cause like I said, I started by doing events, and it was really like, well, I would do house parties. That's easy, you know. Have a homie or someone that has a house. Hey, I'll set up my DJ stuff, speakers, whatever.
I ain't have those type of parents. I wanted to throw a house party, but I ain't have those type of parents.
Yeah, but then, you know, then I was like, okay, well, house parties I'm getting too old. Mm-hmm. And it's like, next step is like venue, you know. I'm about to be 21, venues, bars, clubs. And I didn't even know where to start, like who to talk to. Like, you know, the owners, maybe they are, but for the most part, they're not always there at the venue or the bar, you know. Like, you got, like you said, you got to try to email. If you're not getting a response on email or phone call, like, go in person and just try to see who's there. And, you know, I think going in person, because I'm the same way as you, like, going in person really helps. Like,
facts.
You know, because they probably get tons of emails, but how many people are actually, like, going up into them and, like, introducing themselves? And, you know, like, that makes an impression, and it helps, you know, get your event or your show I think, pushed to the top a little
Facts,
bit. Low
because
key.
sometimes they are like, bro, they're like, you email somebody mad times, you know, and then like, say if you don't go in and you see they throw another shot, it's like, bro, I emailed you too.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I like to do the pull-ups, bro, because I'm like, man, I gotta get this show, bro. So yeah, if you want it, if you really want it, you gonna get it by any means necessary, for real. So
Yeah, and I think another thing too that I learned is that once you start doing more and more shows with different venues or the same venue, like you build that relationship, so then it's easy. Like, you know, some of the venues I work with, like I have the owner's number, I just call them up, hey, I want to do an event this day, all right, done. You know, like simple, but you got to establish and build that relationship with people, and
that's a good idea.
it starts by the initial email or the initial, you know, pull up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for, you know, telling the people that game, because a lot of people don't know where to start if they want to do their own show.
Nah, yeah, a lot of people ask me, like I said, a lot of people either ask me about the shows, how you do it and shit, or they ask me like to get on the show. So like, I guess like that is like the number one thing people know me for now, like here. But like, yeah, this year I want them to know me for my music. So like, yeah, but. Cause you about to stay for a little bit, right?
Yeah, we're gonna check it out.
Like, most definitely about to like show them like what we working with type shit. Cause I wanna blow up off that this year. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's fire. So kind of going into that same lane, speak about like advice, just in general, that you have for anyone that's like trying to rap, trying to do music. What advice do you have that you've learned so far in your career?
Like that's given to me, or give them advice type shit.
Either or, like that's been given to you that you want to tell people, or stuff that you've learned and like, I wish I would have known this.
Yeah, like I feel like for me, like, it was more so like I've kind of like learned shit from experiences, you know, and like I said, like treat people how you want to be treated type shit. Like don't ever like think you're bigger or like you're more superior than somebody, because like you're never gonna win that way type shit, you know. And I feel like I try to do a good job like of that. Like I mean, I feel like when you go in there and you ask all of them, I feel like they all feel like I appreciate them and show them appreciation for what they do for me. Like I never try to like disrespect the hand that's helping me, you know. So like yeah, always try to like remain true to yourself and like be true to who you are. Stay consistent. Like, you know, I feel like consistency is always key. I feel like the moment, like if you do start rapping, like the moment that you just like stop, like you just stop dropping music or you stop making posts like for a long period of time, like it's gonna be hard to kind of like build that momentum back. And like I feel like that's something that I suffer from, because like I said, like money is a big issue, but like try to figure. Well, I ain't gonna give you that advice because I'm still trying to figure out that advice type shit. But like, yeah, like you know, fuck, I forgot that last shit. But yeah, man, type shit. You know.
No, that's good advice right there. I think what you're trying to say on the last part is like budgeting, maybe, right?
Yeah,
trying to learn how to like budget and just make sure you have some money set aside for what you're trying to do, because like we've been talking about, if you want to really do this artist or music shit, it takes money. It really does.
Yeah.
No, that's great advice again. Appreciate you for saying that.
Yes, sir.
So the next thing we do, it's called What's in Your Bag segment, right? So what are 5, I don't know if you have them on you, it's cool if you don't, but like what are 5 daily essentials that Briggzzy cannot live without? Anything.
My TV, because I gotta watch my anime.
Okay. What shows are you watching?
Right now I'm on Tower of God. I'm watching Prince of Tennis. Like I'm putting out some like shit like what the fuck is he watching type shit, you feel me? But if you want to watch some mainstream ones, like Demon Slayer's cool, Naruto's cool, One Piece is cool. I'm already like, don't ask me where I'm at because I'm already on Wano arc, so like I'm pretty deep into it type shit. There's just one cold basketball one called Kuroko's Basketball. Like that's some hard shit. Like it's like 5 middle or 6 middle school players, but it's like 5 ones that start basically, and like the 6th one is kind of like the 6-man type shit. And they all split up and go to like different high schools to see who's the best out of all 6. But like, Yeah, it's pretty hard, bro. You gotta watch this on Netflix type shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
But my TV, my phone, cause I gotta write my lyrics. I write all my lyrics in my phone type shit. My hats, cause I'm starting to get into hats type shit. So, or I've been in the hats, but like I'm now getting back into hats. So like, you know, I'm trying to stay stylish type shit. Damn, bro, my car count.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
My car type shit, cause like, you know, nigga need to get around type shit. So my car. So I said TV, hats, phone, car. You know, I gotta put the bed in there type shit. Nigga gotta sleep, you feel me?
Got that good rest.
Yeah, type shit. So yeah, those are my 5 essentials type shit.
All right, bet.
It's a big ass bag.
Let me try to switch it up on you too. And if you don't have 5, it's fine. But what about like studio essentials? Do you have any like studio essentials 5 that you bring to your sessions? Or if you don't have 5,
I gotta bring the niggas. I gotta bring the niggas with me because I can't do shit without my producers and my writers. Shout out to Pliv Beats, my nigga Jay Cortez, and shout out to Maurice, RJB, my guy Nick up in there. And you know, he ain't been here in a while, but shout out to my guy Gemini 2 type shit. And shout out to my manager Fly. Can't go without the team. I need once again, need the phone because I need my lyrics type shit and my beats. Snacks. You always need the snacks.
What's your go-to snack?
I like gummy bears. Like, I've been like
the Hasbro or whatever?
Yeah,
like the gold pack? Okay.
Yeah, we only go name brand over here, bro. We can't do like all that type shit. But yeah, I can't do the hard candy. As much, cause I ain't trying to do all that. But I don't smoke, but they blow it up in there type shit. So I guess my sessions we can't do without smoking. So like, I guess the weed. Damn, you said 5. I'm just fuck around and just say the vibes type shit.
Yeah.
The vibes ain't like.
I mean, you gotta have the vibes right when you're doing a session,
type
right?
shit,
It's gotta
yeah.
be.
And yeah, if the vibes ain't right in this bitch, then like, yeah, the studio session off. But the vibes is right, bro, it's lit type shit.
Yeah. Now, solid 5. Solid daily 5.
Yeah.
Solid studio 5. I like how you be, you know, going about life, going about the studio session.
Type shit.
Throw
me some more questions, bro. I'm ready.
What do you think about the Portland hip hop music scene?
I feel like it's getting better. I feel like, yeah, people is like really like I was telling you earlier. I feel like we are starting to get a little bit more like recognition, but I feel like people, they don't really put into their music too. Like, I feel like if they get like a certain success here, they cool with that type shit. Like, and even if they don't, that's kind of what it seemed like to me. But like, I feel like it's getting better. I try to look for like, there's like a sound that people like here. I always say this on every interview, like, cause my sound I feel like is more like mainstream, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like.
What's the sound that you're talking about?
It's like a
Draco the Ruler type beat.
Right. There's like there's like a sound here that like we go to type shit, and so like that'd be another reason why it'd be hard to kind of like get people to fuck with like what you got going on, because it might be like, man, what the fuck is he on for real? Like, you know, but the people that fuck with it, they fuck with it, and like all the sleepers, we gonna wake them up type shit. But like, yeah, I be trying to look for like people that like are musically inclined, and not even to say that people that do that type of music, because there's people that do that type of music that are musically inclined here, but like I try to look for those type people and work with them for real, because like, yeah, those are the people that's gonna help you elevate your sound and what you trying to do for real. Mm-hmm. Like, even like, I'm trying to like, even those guys that do that type of music, like I do still try to like bring them around, like the younger guys and shit like that. Like there's a few younger homies, like there's a dude named I don't want to fuck up on his rap name, so I'm just calling him by his government. This guy named J2, like he'll come around type shit, and like I try to just like show him like how we do things, or he'll like ask me for like advice sometimes, and I'll give it to him. Like I want to like try to be what like people weren't to me, like, you know, like try to like be that guy for people like to come to and ask for advice and like be the help like to people like when they need it, you know. So yeah, like I think it's getting better. Like that's why I'm telling you, like I'm trying to build a community. Like my goal by like all right, let's yeah, I want to challenge myself. So like my goal by the end of this year, like I do want to try to like bring everybody in Portland together type shit in a way. Like how Kendrick did with the pop out. Like everybody, like I feel like that's another thing about Portland is like it's so like divided. Like, you know, like not everybody like support everybody type shit. Yeah. But like me, bro, I feel like I showed everybody in the city love, and like if I haven't, it's because I ain't came across you yet. But like I feel like everybody that I came across, like I've showed some type of love in some type of way. Either if it's like putting you on the show, you know, like giving you advice, like anything, bro. Like I feel like, or even a repost, bro. Like there's plenty of people that are reposts I've never like met here yet. Still, I feel like the day will come. Like Portland's real small, so I feel like I'll meet those people soon. But like, yeah, I feel like it's getting better. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely getting better. It's funny that you mentioned that because I just did an interview yesterday with, I don't know if you've heard of her, R&B singer Erica Jade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about that. Like, you know, the problem we both said, like, with Portland scene is that it's so segregated. You know, it's cliquey.
Yeah.
People, you know, if they're making music at this studio, they don't like that studio, this, and that. Same thing with, like, you know, events and venues and clubs. Like, oh, you can't do stuff here. Like, it is very cliquey. So
yeah, it'd
be cool to, you know, see you and other people try to bring that together because, like you said, what Kendrick did with the pop out, like, that just changed the culture in L.A., and if everyone comes together, there's a lot of talent and a lot of people doing dope shit here in Portland. If everyone just came together, put the egos aside, like it'd be a hub. Like it really would, because like right now, it's really not. You know, artists, they're skipping Portland. They go to Seattle.
Yeah.
They don't come to Portland on their tours anymore.
Facts, bro. Like if you see an artist come here, bro, it's like a big ass surprise type shit. So yeah, that's one of the goals type shit. I do wanna be that to the people, because like I really do love bringing people together type shit. That gives me some type of satisfaction. Like I feel like everything's just like more vibey. Like, you know, when you like all having a good time, you all have the same goal, you all trying to achieve the same dream, you know, like the city would be so much better. Like, cause even like say like we all like Portland does start, like their artists do start to blow up. Like, bro, like we putting on for the city, bro. Like the city will be so much better type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, bro. Like it just brings like joy to my heart to like see people together. So that's why that's one of my goals this year, to like bring everybody together, build a real community here type shit.
Nah, that's fire, bro. I think you're gonna definitely achieve that goal, and you know, if we can help in any way too, let us know, bro. Because we're trying to get involved and get more tapped in here in the Portland scene.
I think it's like me too, because I want to support y'all the best way I can too. Like I know y'all deep, but like, hey man, if y'all got it, like you said, like y'all should come out to the show. Like, bro, I do want to try my best to like, you know, come like, if it ain't like everyone, like obviously it ain't gonna be everyone, but like at least come to like at least like say my goal is like 5 at least out the year type shit. Like I want to like support the best way I can. Like that's how I want you to do for me type shit. So I feel like to gain support, you got to give it back type shit.
Yeah, that's going back to like the advice. And that's something I learned too, is that a lot of people want you to come to your events, but then if you're not even going to other people's events, like why are you going to get mad if they don't come to you? So I started doing that a lot more, like popping out to people's events, studio sessions, really just, you know, being present, networking, supporting, because then that gets reciprocated times 10. Honestly, like if you show love to someone, like they're going to show more love to you. That's just the way in my opinion, the universe works.
Nah, yeah, facts. And like even sometimes, bro, like I went to people's shit sometimes and they ain't come to my shit. But like, I mean, you can't say I didn't support you type shit. Like I ain't got no yeah, like you know, like I feel like that's a good trait to have like on your like I don't want to have that on my name that like, oh man, he just be taking from people. Like, nah, bro, like I give back. I try to give back as much as I can. Like I might not I feel like if there's not a lot I can offer you, I'm gonna offer you my support type shit, you know? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like that's the least I can do if there's not a lot I can really do for you.
And like you said, like with the reposting, you know, a video or someone's event like on your Instagram, doesn't cost money, takes seconds. Like support these days is really easy.
Facts.
It's just people, if they're willing to do it, want to put in the effort. Another question I want to ask you, kind of going on like how we can change Portland. You know, you've been in the scene a little bit of time now. Like, you have any war stories? Like horror stories of like a bad event gone wrong or a bad studio session. Like you don't got to give out names or nothing, but it was like, damn, this was bad. Or like you fell on stage type shit, like something, you know, something that just didn't go as planned.
Oh, so I had this one show. It was at this bar called. Fuck, I forgot what it was called, but it was at this bar, and the owner told us that like around a certain time, like around like 8, like minors got to get out type shit. I don't know how he even knew, but like me being me, I'm like, man, I ain't finna ID everybody in this bitch. So I'm like, man, we finna do this shit still. And so I don't know how he even like, you know, even like figure it out. They were still minor because like he didn't check no IDs or no shit. So I'm like, all right, man, like, well, I'm gonna just keep it running. So like, it gets to my set, right, bro. He came up the first time, so like I think I'm in mid song. He like stopped this shit and like, yeah, minors got to be out in 10 minutes. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You do this in the middle of the song though, type shit. And so then I start rapping again. 10 minutes go by. That nigga just shut off the like speakers on me type shit. And I was like, bro, you see, you threw out my whole vibe, bro. I was like, man, I ain't even trying to perform no more, bro. Cause I was like, bro, they already here, bro. Like, just let them, like, let me get through my set and then like kick them out type shit. But nigga, we just ended up taking it outside type shit. We just brought everybody outside, and I just ended up performing outside.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it still went good. My mom was at that show because my mom was like trying to calm me down. She's like, man, just give them a shot out here. Like, still just do your thing. So yeah, I went to swing on that nigga after that, bro. That nigga had me fucked up,
bro. That's happened to us too, and I mean you probably know now, but it's because out here in Oregon, bro, they're really strict with like liquor and like the board. So if minors are still in the building, like bro could lose his liquor license. And if he loses his liquor license, he loses his money, you know? So like I get why the venues are so strict. That literally happened to us too, and we had like flown out like a artist. He wasn't too big, but he was like up and coming. And like that happened during his set. And it's funny because he's getting bigger now. And I seen him, he did a podcast and he was kind of like talking shit about it because he's like, yeah, like they did the same thing to me. I'm like, no, because it makes us look bad. But I understand like where they were coming from. The venue, you know? Like, yeah. But that definitely vibes were killed too. So I feel you.
Around that time, because I just be feeling like my audience ranges. So like, I feel like I don't got just 21 and up niggas. Like, I feel like I got younger niggas. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to get everybody to the show. Like, bro, I'm trying to get my money up too type shit. Like,
I mean, you're cutting yourself short, you know. If it's 21 plus event, you're missing out on everyone that's below, you know.
Bro, facts.
So it's just finding those venues that are all ages or can have minors later or whatever, you know.
Facts. So,
That's funny. Let's see. What would you say is not what, but who would you say is like someone or some people in Oregon or Portland that you want to collab with? Artists, writers, producers. Is there anyone on your radar?
I want to collab with Sote. She been on a few of my shows. She was on my dog's video that you seen on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she been coming around and like I wanna get something in with her. There's this dude I just seen that I'm like, eventually I want to get something in with him. His name start with a 3.
Is it 3-way hef or 3 HR
That
3?
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah, I was like, I seen some shit he posted the other day. I was like,
3 reg or I don't want to run that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to get something in with him too. So like, yeah, there's a few niggas I want to get some stuff in with, but those two for sure I want to do something with this year.
No, that's fire. I mean, kind of come to the point where I ran out of questions, but is there anything like you want to plug or that I forgot to ask you, or like talked about what you have upcoming? I mean, any shout outs, any last minute plugs you want to give out?
Nah, bro, I just want to show you how we do things in here, and I'm gonna pop my shit in here type shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you for hopping on the podcast, man. Again, we're here at the bunker with Briggzzy. This is the Rhythm and Flow podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Where can they find you on socials?
You can find me on socials at BRIGGZZY.TME, Briggzzy.TME on all platforms, and on Spotify or on all streaming platforms. It's just Briggzzy, BRIGGZZY. And yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. We'll see you on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.